Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, because this story will touch your heart in ways you won't forget. It was a stormy winter night, the kind of night when the streets are empty and every sound echoes. Daniel Miller, a single dad, was closing up his small roadside cafe when he saw two little girls standing outside the window, drenched, shivering, and holding each other's hands. Their eyes were red from crying, and they couldn't have been older than 6 or 7. He rushed out, wrapping his worn-out jacket around them. Hey, it's okay, where's your mom or dad?" he asked, his voice gentle but trembling with concern. The older one looked up, her voice barely a whisper. "Mom said she'd come back, but she didn't." That one sentence changed everything for Daniel. He could have called the police and gone home to his little son sleeping upstairs, but something about those girls broke his heart. He saw his late wife's eyes in their fear. So instead, he brought them inside, gave them dry clothes, and warmed some soup. As the rain poured harder outside, Daniel watched them eat, whispering softly to each other. They looked identical, same curly brown hair, same dimples when they smiled faintly. He tucked them in a corner booth with a blanket, then sat silently, thinking about how cruel the world could be to children. When the lights flickered, little Lily, the younger twin, woke up and cried. Daniel picked her up, humming softly, rocking her just like he used to rock his son, Noah. He didn't even realize when his own tears began to fall. He had no idea that this one night, this simple act of kindness, would turn his entire life upside down. And by the end of this story, you'll realize, sometimes, sheltering someone for one night can change your destiny forever. The next morning, sunlight broke through the clouds. The girls were still sleeping on the couch in the small room above the cafe. Daniel brewed coffee quietly and sat by the window, waiting for someone, anyone, to come looking for them. But no one did. He dropped Noah at school, then returned to check on the girls. The older one, Emma, was awake and staring at a photo on the cafe wall, a photo of Daniel with his wife before she passed away in a car crash 3 years earlier. "Is she your wife?" Emma asked softly. "Yeah," Daniel nodded, forcing a smile. "She's gone now." Emma looked down. "Our dad's gone too." It hit him like a punch in the chest. He didn't ask how, he didn't need to. Pain recognized pain. That day, Daniel called the local police station, but they had no missing child reports matching the girl's description. The officer told him to keep them safe until someone came forward. Hours turned into days. The girls started smiling again. They helped around the cafe, folding napkins, handing customers menus, even giggling with Noah when school ended. For the first time in years, Daniel's home felt full again. But deep inside, he knew this couldn't last. One afternoon, while cleaning up the cafe, Noah found a golden locket on the floor near the girl's bed. Inside was a picture of them with a woman, elegant, confident, dressed in a sharp business suit. On the back, it read, "To my angels, love, Mom." Daniel's heart raced. He had seen that woman before, on the news. Claire Donovan. The owner of one of the biggest real estate companies in the state. A millionaire. He froze. Could these girls really be her daughters? That night, while the twins were asleep, Daniel searched online and found an article, "Millionaire Claire Donovan missing after car accident near Riverside." The article was dated 3 nights ago, the same night he found the girls. Daniel sat there for hours, torn between fear and hope. Should he contact the police again? What if their mother was still alive but in danger? He finally decided, he couldn't just hand them over. Not until he knew they'd be safe. So he packed some food, tucked the girls in the truck, and set out for the Donovan estate the next morning. It was a mansion on the hill, quiet, surrounded by police tape and reporters. Daniel parked at a distance. The twins stared at the gates silently. "That's home," whispered Emma. Before Daniel could step out, a black SUV pulled up beside him. 2 security guards got out, followed by a woman with bandaged arms, Claire Donovan herself. Her eyes widened the moment she saw the girls. "Emma? Lily?" she cried, running forward. The girls jumped from the truck, screaming "Mom," and clinging to her. Tears streamed down her face as she hugged them tightly, whispering, "I thought I'd lost you both forever." Daniel stood back, smiling softly, his chest heavy with emotion. He was glad, but also knew this was goodbye. Claire walked up to him, trembling. "You saved them, you sheltered them. I don't even know your name, but you've given me back my world." Daniel shook his head. "I just did what anyone would do." "No," she said firmly, "not anyone would." Weeks later, Daniel was back at his cafe, watching Noah draw in his notebook when a luxury car pulled up outside. Claire stepped out, holding an envelope. She smiled gently. "This isn't a reward. It's an opportunity. You helped me when I had nothing, not even my children. I want to help you now." Inside the envelope was a letter, and the deed to a brand new cafe in the city, with his name already on it. Daniel was speechless. "I can't take this." "Yes, you can," Claire interrupted. "Because what you gave me is worth more than money. You reminded me that there are still good people in this world." Tears welled up in his eyes. He looked over at Noah, who was smiling shyly at the twins waving from the car. Maybe fate had finally given him something back. As the car drove away, Daniel whispered to himself, "Sometimes, one night of kindness can change a lifetime." He turned the cafe sign to open, the morning sun flooding in through the window, warm, golden, and full of promise. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, because kindness like this deserves to be remembered. Red Heart.